Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. And in this episode and maybe even in the next episode we are going on with the current investigation, so let's keep cracking.
The etheric alpha spectrometer finished the analysis of the warp signatures detected around the last Drakari webway portal.
Tell me that this is leading somewhere. I'll be quite dissatisfied if I cannot deliver judgment upon those who are responsible for the destruction in this system.
Xenorite triangulation subroutines identified the same signatures on a deserted void station in the system. Note that this method is considered as a grade Gamma tech heresy.
I need results, Omicron. I don't care about your meddling with Xenorite technology.
Statement recorded for future reference. On the subject, etheric triangulation subroutines identified familiar signatures on a deserted void station. 90.7% probability that the webway gate was opened from these coordinates.
Then we have a long, exhausting piece of work ahead of us in this accursed system.
Oh yeah, and well, anyhow, we just travel to the next location and quickly take a sweet little look at the mission description. Oh, a Medusae. Did we already face them? Succubus. So there's a difference between Incubus and Succubus, and what I like, grotesque, is that we are facing more and more Drakari elements. Probably now it's completely Drakari. That's quite nice. Destroy the Dark Elder hideout, setting the score. Mission briefing. I rescued the Cardinal from the captivity of the Dark Elder. Their plan to lure me into a trap has failed miserably. My tech priest, using his mysterious Xenorite ways, has managed to locate a webway gate on a deserted starfort. This could be the hideout of the Dark Elder raiders working in the system and can finally exact my revenge on these depraved alien race. Let's get into it. And here we are. What I survived the arrival. Even the warp dogs, or whatever they are called, are here as enemies. That is so cool. I hope intensely. I of course can't tell you what kind of content there is going to come up in this game over the next couple of months, where I imagine I will still play this game. Let's see.
Good work, Tech Priest. This abandoned station is definitely used by the Dark Elder. I can finally pay my regards to their leaders.
You should be reminded that the Drakari use the arteries of the webway that can offer them a swift escape.
Indeed. They also need solid webway gates to transport slaves to their otherworldly bastions. There must be something vital to them that I can destroy around here.
But I can tell you it is so pleasuring to fight other types of enemies we are facing right now. Though I have to tell you, I expected the Drakari, the Dark Elder, to be squishy. I really expected that.
How exquisite is my hatred.
But what I did not expect, that the Drakari would actually be they drain your suppression rating really quickly. That is what I think is surprising. But fair enough. So let's take him down. Oh, they are giving themselves shields. That's weird. So there's just a regular. Bring him down. Nice. Then the flyer, the scourge. So this. Yes. Oh, that is a champion. I didn't know that. So that's actually the first time, as long as I recall it, we are facing. Oh crap! I made a mistake. Yes, we had a Thunderhammer. But we do not have a ranged weapon anymore. But as you can see, it was good that we changed the weapons there. So let's actually take a little bit of the Thunderhammer. I completely forgot that we equipped one. That's always a little surprise, but a fun surprise, to say the least. This one is down. this one shall fall as well.
Screaming into the wall.
So they have shielding. That's actually quite funny. Well, it would, as that's I've talked about with someone in the comments already, it of course would be great if Neocore Games, the developer there, would include different or new enemies on in the next couple of months. That would be quite amazing to have different types of enemies. Don't get me wrong, the variety which is in the game is big enough. You never can have big enough enemy density, but it would be quite amazing if there would be actually more enemies. Facing only the current ones, of course, gets over the time a little bit boring. So there could be cool enemies in there if you think about it, which you could even, well, not all of them, which you could even come together with the Chaos troops, but for example some Tyranids, Necrons for example. I would think these are two fractions which would absolutely make a great addition to the game. Tyrants would be amazing, or Gene Stealer Cult. That's just what I mean. You could do so much things with the story and everything, but that is just me. Or if you go with the star systems, you could do something like Tyranids are threatening a star system here. That would actually be quite cool, I think. But anyhow, I can't say anything there. So honestly, as much as I love the Thunderhammer, of course against bigger targets it does its damage and is really, really cool. But I have to tell you, I prefer the chainsaw a little bit more, even though it takes a little bit more time to kill the big guys there. Because why? Because it has more AoE capabilities, which I enjoy really way more than the more damage-wise close combat capabilities of the power hammer. But as I always say, that is just a preference I have. Everyone, I guess, has different capabilities there. Oh, she can heal herself up. That is not very nice, that I can tell you for certain. So the problem, I don't want to say problem, I actually sadly, or not very often want to say that, we have to face two champions. I have to get used to them because they are like Bulgrins, so they shouldn't be that much of a problems, or like the reborn marauders of the rebels. But anyhow, come on, take them down.
This was your last raid, Drukari.
Oh yeah, it was. It's glad that actually doesn't make any sense. It's good that we for now are facing another investigation. We haven't
Warp signatures indicate that this contraption is used as an anchor between real space and the webway.
It's high time to seal the gates then. Let's see how they react.
Well, how can they react? There will be some enemies then coming at us. But I want to say it's so good after so many episodes.
Dare you to interfere with our work, you arrogant monkey.
Oh, look who has crawled back to receive judgment.
I will cut out your tongue for your disrespect. I am one of the cabal of the Jagged Maze. We are the masters of the dark pathways that lead to the Sun's Kimura. You cannot stop us.
Stop what? You're kidnapping Imperial citizens. You are nothing but cowards.
Kidnapping? That's endearing. We have taken millions of your kind, you fool. You have abandoned entire worlds and let us prey upon the remaining human cattle. I should thank you for that.
The Emperor doesn't abandon anyone. I am here to stop your foul machinations.
You are only wasting your time, creature. The hidden webway tunnels spread wide beyond the veil of your subsector. We go wherever we wish.
Then you should return to your true master and frolic at the feet of Slaanesh.
For this, I will show you the true meaning of pain.
Oh yeah. Oh, crap. That... I just jumped out. Let's cut that out.
Mercy given or taken.
What I wanted to say in the beginning there, it feels so nice to actually do some real missions again, which we haven't done in a while. And there I can already see a little bit of a problem with being overwhelmed. It is absolutely having a little bit of trouble here. And I need to kill all the surroundings before. That could be a long battle, because what I've noticed is that our suppression against the Dark Elder is not holding up for long, so that's too bad. So a couple of guys down, and I want to actually focus on the Medusa here. So let me bring her down. Why am I facing her? I can't tell you. I think it would be good if they fall at first, because they have the reviving thing. So you can see we can't really do that. See, I can't even just retreat. That's the bad thing. You just can't die there. That's too bad. So I can try to do some, but I'm stunned. Oh man, this is a weird mission, and I'm so glad that we can die as many times as we see here, because otherwise it would be impossible to beat. So one is down. Let's then try to face the second Medusa. I think that would be really good. So down she is. Before we do anything, I will try to take down the Scourge, so we only have the main character there as a target. And now our suppression rating is doing fine. So we already took 3000 damage out of her, or off her to be precise. Even more right now. Come on, just punch. And there, as I said, the first time when we engaged her, I really like that she is jumping around. You know, she's punching, jumping, punching and going away. That is really what I would expect of a Drukhari to do. So that's really nice.
Admirable work, Inquisitor. I wish you could bring that Xenox corpse to me. My vibro-scalpels thirst for Drukhari blood.
This kind of personal commitment is somewhat unexpected.
The Dark Elder are an elusive race we rarely have the chance to study. Consider my wish a professional curiosity, with a hint of personal vengeance.
One day I'll find out why you hate the Drukhari so much, and how you know so much about them.
Yes, one day we hopefully will. So we have to clear the area, so we have a little perch in front of us, and I do not hope that we have to clear all the way down there. So that was a nice little boss fight. Sadly, with this thing, I guess that this is the last mission of the investigation. We dealt with the last villain here. Not last, but with the villain of the investigation, so that should be the end. I do not hope, of course. Let's see and find out overall how that is going to be. I honestly do not like that we have to now clear everything out, obviously, because I don't like purging everything, but that is just the personal little me, the little psychic. So down she is, or he, whatever the gender there is, down as well. We don't need the medical supply, but I just think it would be wise. Yeah, well, not wise, it is not a normal mission, we don't need it, so just saying. I honestly am missing the close combat, no, not the close combat, but the ranged weaponry. We need that. Without that, I feel honestly a little bit naked, although in the alpha version of Inquisitor, I've played a complete close combat Inquisitor with shield and one-handed weapon and a two-handed weapon. Overall, I have to say now with two-handed weapons equipped and no ranged weaponry, I can tell you it is a little naked feeling, and it is wise to have a ranged weapon with you. I think the one battle there, not against the main villain, but against the major battle where I died a couple of times. No, it was the battle with the two Medusae. There you've seen why it is wise to have a ranged weapon with you. So you could have done, or I could have done in that situation, a little bit with ranged shooting and working against being overwhelmed all the time. So let me switch to the hammer here, because we can do a little bit more damage with it. Incubus. Okay, I'm still overwhelmed. Okay, rockets out. Nice. That dealt a little bit of damage. Good. So he's down. A deflector field. Maybe we can put that to use in the end. Come on, take this guy down. On we go. Oh. Okay, the electro weapons, I have to say, they are weird, especially if you're overwhelmed. The shocking there is not good. Maybe that was the mistake against the two Medusae, that I didn't clear off these the flying unit there, which chocks you with the electro thingies and you can't do anything. Maybe that was a mistake. Still, I am not certain to what enemies I should go first. Okay. Quite a lot of enemies here are, especially the bigger ones, the champions. That is a little bit confusing, but fair enough, I'll take it. So please, I wanna take down the Incubus because this bugger is calling in reinforcements, and that is not really nice of you. Do you know that, mate? So he shall fall at first, like so. Come on, just turn around like that, and then here we are. So I hope we are now at the end of this mission. Yeah. You know, even if you let's play, you can say negative things about the game. Guys, I have nearly 400 hours in this game, I think. So I just can tell you I like this game. I really do. But I have to say now that we have to clear out all the area. I don't. That is dragging on the mission, and having to clear out everything here is just sickening in my mind. Because why should I do that?
Imperial citizen in Zeno's captivity. He seems to be a son. Who are you?
My name is Thrall. I think I am. I was a sanctioned psyker, formerly in the service of the planetary governor.
Why did the Zenos spare you?
They tortured me. They have broken me. I was their bloodhound. They used me to sniff out high-ranking Imperials like you.
So, this is how they knew about my every move.
I had dreams about you. I felt your burning dedication. I felt your wrath. They were afraid of you, you know.
You could have warned me telepathically.
Yes. I can remember the last time I had thoughts and decisions. decisions. There was just the pain. And the lack of pain.
Alright, morality choice. Again, we haven't had that in a while. We have the radical decision and the Puritan or Puritan decision. Let's begin with the Puritan. You have been found guilty of treason and collaboration in the deaths of millions of imperial citizens. The judgment is death. You've been found guilty of treason, however, considering the circumstances and your potential value. As an asset with information on the Dark Elder, I will deliver you to the Ordoxenos for further interrogation, sparing you the death sentence. I'm going with the radical decision, but I have to tell you, the Puritan would be fairer. I think the radical decision is an imperial decision, and the Puritan decision would be actually just, the better one. But anyhow,
the place has been cleaned. The reavers of the Cabal of the Jagged Maze have been stopped. I consider this operation a success.
I probably don't need to remind you that Cabals send out numerous raiding parties. If this murderous witch told you the truth, there must be other Dark Elder forces working in other isolated regions of the subsector, trying to enslave whole worlds.
I'm counting on that, actually. We should teach them a lesson while they think they are safe. But for now, my work here is done.
Alright, again a longer mission, well, relatively longer, around 22 minutes, so 7 minutes longer than the usual ones, or 12 minutes around. Anyhow, it was a nice mission, finished up the investigation, that always is much appreciated. I think the Signum and the Deflector could be really nice, so let's take a quick look here. We have to talk to Metrodora, which I will do after we have taken a look here. 270. Okay, I want to do one thing, and that is the plasma gun is going to be there. Need that. I'm going with that one, increasing our power rating, of course. Always cool. Well, 274. Okay, let's then talk to her.
Magos, I need an explanation why you, as a Genitor, are so well versed in the forbidden Drukhari law.
And you're absolutely right. I told you that all of this was classified, but for the sake of transparency, I will tell you the truth. I grew up on a small mining colony that fell prey to a Dark Elder raiding party. They took me to an homunculus laboratory. I don't want to go into details. Suffice to say that creature experimented on me, testing the effects of various drugs on the human physique. I was rescued by an Adeptus Mechanicus strike force, who spent a long time studying the various substances in my system. Eventually, I joined their ranks, but I could never forget the atrocities of that despicable Xenox race.
It is indeed a remarkable story. Rest assured, Magos, the time of your reckoning has come.
Alright, investigation completed. During my investigation, it became clear that the Aurelius system in the Trigla subsector has become a hunting ground for the Dark Elder. The sadistic slavers realized that there were entire worlds without proper imperial protection during the decades of isolation. Lacking manpower, the Xenos chose manipulation, terror, and mind-altering drugs to exert their influence over the imperial authority, so they continued their foul practices unharmed. The Drukhari corrupted Astrometeron regiments in the system, imprisoned a cardinal, and spread a dangerous psychoactive substance among fighting forces. I have defeated a succubus on a couple of the Jagged Maze who claimed that they had taken millions of imperial citizens so far, using the hidden webway tunnels which spread beyond the subsector. Alright. A power-up that is quite nice, a new treat. Well, we have another investigation, then we may go into. Let's see how the power rating there is. The Grim Harvest, and we will talk to Ragnar at the beginning of the next episode. Guys, for now, as usual, I really thank you for watching. If you guys actually have enjoyed this episode, then please, guys, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And well, if you have anything to say, whether it's positive or negative, guys, please leave me a comment. For now, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.